one of the biggest reasons why people are religious, arguably, at least from a sort of cynical atheist perspective, is to escape the fear of death. Sigmund Freud said that there will be religion as long as we're afraid of death. Are you afraid of death?
I'm afraid of dying. I don't look forward to, I don't know, getting cancer or something of that sort. I suppose I'm afraid of eternity. It is a daunting thought that the universe goes on and on and on and on and on and on for billions, for trillions of years. So I've said this often enough before that the escape from eternity would be the escape from any kind of pain, would be a general anesthetic, and which I think is what death is. So it's a nothingness, just like a general anesthetic. I like life, and I like to go on living. I enjoy life, and I'm curious to know how the future will unfold. So I would like to go on. So I wouldn't mind living for 200 years, but I wouldn't like to live for eternity.
No. What consolation might you offer to, say, somebody's read The God Delusion and they've become convinced that God doesn't exist and there is no afterlife, and they feel pretty fine about that, except for this one thing, that they've now had to give up the idea that they're going to be able to escape death. And they say, well, I'm really happy for you, Professor Dawkins, that you're not afraid of death, but I still am. I'm afraid of the unknown. What advice would you give to them?
It's very hard to say. I'm under no obligation to give any consolation, of course.
Well, that's true.
I certainly think that the fact that a belief gives you consolation is no reason to think it's true. And what I care about is what's true. If they're not consoled by what I've just said about general anesthetics, I have to scratch my head and try to think of something else. But I find it a hard job to do that. I think that enjoy your life to the full while you've got it. You won't regret it when you're dead because you won't be there. So don't spoil your life by fretting about the fact that it's got to come to an end. Fill it with not selfish pleasures, but fill it with pleasure and pleasure for other people as well.
And perhaps its eternity would actually diminish its value in the sense that having $1 billion in the bank account makes $1 not worth very much. But if you've only got 10, then $1 sort of becomes everything to you.
Yes. Yes.
If you liked that clip, then you'll love the full conversation, which you can watch right now by clicking just here. Go on.